This week, I'm going to lead you through a short 5-movement practice. This is a beginner level, easy to follow practice, so it could serve as an easy, gentle morning practice as well. Let's get started. For this practice, you don't need any props, unless you need something to cushion your knees. So I have put a folded towel here to cushion knees when we come onto all fours. But other than that, you don't need anything. And then we're going to start our practice in a seat. And this could be any easy seat. So you might sit legs crossed, you might sit on your knees, wherever you feel you could spend a few minutes. And then first, as we focus on our breathing, bring one hand onto your belly and bring the other hand onto your chest. You could close your eyes for a few breaths if you want. A few times, breathe in through the nose and exhale through pursed lips. So you're using your lips to slow down the out breath. And see if you could make your exhalation just a bit longer than your inhalation. So you start to regulate your breath. You can control the length of each breath in and out. Let's do another breath here. And with your hands, you can feel those subtle, gentle movements of each breath. And then, after your next out breath, bring arms down next to your sides. You could open your eyes if you want. We're going to now inhale, lengthen arms up overhead, bring palms together. Exhale, lower hands in front of your chest. You could still exhale through pursed lips. Same another 3 times. Inhale, arms lengthen up, bring palms together. Exhale, lower hands in front of the chest. That slow, controlled exhalation. 2 more times. Inhaling up. You might even look up if that feels good in the neck. Exhale, bring hands and arms down. Follow the pace of your own breathing. 1 last round. Inhaling up. And exhaling, bring hands down. And this time you can bring arms all the way back next to your sides. And you can still stay sitting on your knees if you've been there, or you might change into a cross-legged seat. We're going to go into a seated side bend. Lean onto your left hand. You could walk the left hand a bit further out to the side. And now as you breathe in, lengthen your right arm overhead up towards the ceiling. As you breathe out, bend to your left. You could either bend your left arm, or you might walk, slide that left hand a bit further out. Now 3 breaths here, breathing towards the right side. You might bend your right arm. You might also turn your gaze down towards the floor if that releases the neck more. And slow breaths in and out. We'll do 1 more breath. So we reach those 3 breaths. And then with the next in breath, slowly come back up. Release your right hand down. And then we'll do the same to the other side. You could now walk your right hand a bit further out. And then as you breathe in, let your left arm float up. And as you exhale, slowly bend over to your right. Again, you might bend the right arm, or you might just slide your right hand a bit further out. You might look down to the floor. You might look out to the side, or even up towards the ceiling if that feels good. Keep breathing in and out. Let's take 1 more breath here. And then with the next in-breath, slowly come back up to center. Shake your shoulders or just roll the shoulders a couple of times. And then we're going to move on to all fours. So now if you know that you need anything to cushion the knees, this would be a good moment to bring something soft under the knees. Toes can be either tucked under or you can just relax your feet. Bring hands about under your shoulders, knees roughly under your hips. And we're going to go into the cat-cow movements. We're going to exhale, breathe out, round the spine, tuck the tail under. You can bring chin towards the chest. And then as you breathe in, open your chest. Start to arch your spine. So looking for a back bend, you might even look forward. Same again. As you breathe out, round your spine and just gently push the floor away with your arms, with your hands. As you breathe in, open the front line to find that gentle back bend. Still gently draw in through the belly so we're not collapsing the spine. One more time, exhaling round the back. Let your pelvis move, bring chin towards the chest. And inhale one more time, open the chest. You can think about lifting your tailbone up. And then bring your spine, your back to center. And from all fours, bring yourself to lie down on your belly. So lower yourself all the way down. Lengthen your legs so you can relax your toes. And bring hands first quite close to your shoulders so you can press down through your hands and arms. We try to keep the legs down through this whole pose. We're going to go into the Sphinx pose, so a back bend. Just very lightly press down through the front of the pelvis. And then as you inhale, press down through the hands to lift your chest off the mat. From there, slide your elbows, your forearms onto the mat. And then see if you could inhale, open the chest just a bit more. Now pressing down through the elbows. So your elbows are roughly under your shoulders. You might look down towards the mat. You might look in front of you. You might even start to look a bit higher up. See what feels good in your neck. And consciously draw your shoulders away from the ears so you leave your neck long and free. Take another 2 breaths in and out and breathe more towards the chest, towards the front of the ribs. One more breath in. And then as you exhale, release your chest back down. Then from lying down on the belly, slowly roll down onto your back. Find a comfortable pose, comfortable way of lying down on the back. You could have your knees bent, or you could extend your legs. This is our final pose, Shavasana pose, and this is, some people say, the most important yoga pose as it's used as a final relaxation, resting pose. And just like in that first seated pose we had, bring one hand onto your belly and bring the other hand now either onto your chest or somewhere to your lowest ribs. Try to still lean your elbows onto the mat. You might close your eyes, let your whole body relax. And then bring your full awareness back to your breath. Sending your breaths down to your hands. Inhaling through the nose. Exhale through pursed lips. Continuing with this breath pattern, allowing your breathing to slow down. And just having that feeling, having that sense of control of your breathing. You can gently let your breathing calm down, slow down, not forcing the breath, but just noticing that you can regulate, you can control your breathing if needed. Finding that slower, calmer pace and rhythm in your breath. This can help you in moments when you might feel nervous, you might feel anxious, you might feel stressed about something. You can always tune into your breath. Find that inner peace, inner calm with and through your breath. Take another breath or two in and out here. Or if you want to continue longer, you can stay here. Stay focused on your breath. Or if you feel that you would now like to slowly close the practice. If you have your eyes closed, slowly start to open your eyes. You could move your hands, your feet, maybe stretch arms overhead along the floor, reaching legs and arms away from each other. And then you could roll down onto your side and bring yourself up into a seat, into any easy seat. Maybe it's the same pose where you started from. You might bring palms together in front of the chest if you want. And always at the end of the practice, most importantly, thank yourself for moving, breathing, looking after yourself today. And I thank you very much for joining in. Namaste. Thank you.